part 3 of our Common Assessment number 5 preview, I guess. Number 11, John, Carl, and Jonah are cleaning a house. John could clean the house in 2 hours, Carl could clean the house in 6 hours, and Jonah could clean the house in 12 hours. How long will it take if they all work together? The easiest thing to do here, we could do 1 over 2t plus 1 over 6t plus 1 over 12t equals 1, and then solve for t, like we've been doing in class, or we can do this. It takes 2 hours and 6 hours. Those are our two fastest people. So we're going to figure out how long it takes our two fastest people together. Remember, we do 2 and 6 in our magic x. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. And 12 divided by 8 gives us either 3 over 2 or 1 and a half, which is 1.5. Now, so quick we want to jump and go, okay, the answer is 1.5, but that would be wrong. Remember, we had the two fastest people took 2 hours and 6 hours, so together they were 1.5. But when you add in this Jonah person who's going to clean it, or who usually cleans the house by himself in 12 hours, he's only going to make them clean faster, which means he's only going to decrease the time, and the only time less than 1.5 ends up being 1.3. So that is the answer. Again, you can do the whole thing. 1 over 2t plus 1 over 6t plus 1 over 12t equals 1. Solve for t. You're going to end up with, I believe it is 13 over 10, which is 1.3. For number 12, Marcus can change a tire in 4 hours. Mike can change a tire in 6 hours. How long would it take if they worked together? Just straight magic x. 4 times 6 is 24 on top, and 4 plus 6 is 10 on bottom. So we have 24 over 10, which is 12 over 5, or 2 and 2/5, or if we want it as a decimal, 2.4. Okay? Now number 13 can be a more difficult problem if we make it a more difficult problem. But since this is a multiple choice test, and we can use our logic and thinking backwards, we can actually turn this into a pretty easy problem. It says that Brian and Maria can finish a puzzle together in 3 hours. Brian can finish it 3 times as fast as Maria. How fast can each of them finish the puzzle individually? If we start looking at our answers, if Brian takes 12 hours and Maria takes 4 hours, is that 3 times as fast? No, it's actually 3 times as slow as Maria, so we can throw out that answer. If Brian can finish the puzzle in 1 hour and Maria in 2 hours, that's not 3 times as fast either. That's only twice as fast. So then we have Brian can clean it in 2 hours and Maria is 6 hours. 2 times 3 is 6. So that one's an okay answer. And 4 times 3 is 12. So that one's an okay answer. All we got to do now is just take our answer and plug it into the magic x to see which one works. So if we had C, 2 times 6 gives us 12 over 2 plus 6, which is 8. We have 12 over 8, which is also 1.5. So if Brian could clean it in 2 and Maria could clean it in 6, that means together they could clean it in 1.5. This says together they can finish it in 3 hours. So we know that C is not the right answer, and therefore we know the answer is D. If we want to make sure that we have the correct answer, we just use 4 and 12 in our magic x. 4 times 12 is 48, and 4 plus 12 is 16. 48 divided by 16 is 3, which is those 3 hours. So now we are 100% confident that D is the correct answer. Alright, last one, and then we're finally proficient on the Common Assessment number 5. Number 14, Jill can wash a car in 16 minutes, and Angela can wash a car in 24 minutes. How long will it take if they work together? Same thing as always, we just do magic x. Anytime we're doing these work together problems, we're just using this magic x. We're multiplying the two numbers together to get the top. 16 times 24, this is going to be 384. And 16 plus 24 is 40. We put the top number over the bottom number, 384 divided by 40, which I believe reduces to 48 over 5. 5 goes into 48 9 times, and we have 3 over 5 left over, or 9.6 if we turn that into a decimal. So that's our answer. I believe I have the decimal work here too for you. I'll move this. But if you have 3.0 divided by 5, 3 divided by 5 is 0, and then we put in an extra 0, so we get 0.6, which is 30. Okay, kind of sloppy because we didn't take our time, we just kind of rushed through it. But that's it. That's common assessment number 5. Good luck.